Hello friends, in today's video, we will see how the price enters the consolidation zone, its movements in the consolidation zone and the breakout of the zone, and how we can make effective transactions and make high profits with examples. Before starting the video, please do not forget to subscribe, press the like button if you like our videos, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I highly recommend you watch the video until the end so that you can make successful transactions a habit. Let's start. First of all, I would like to explain to you by drawing the subject in a basic sense. On the screen, the price rises to the upper level after a rising trend, and the price, which cannot send itself upward again at this upper level, begins to fluctuate within a certain range, and even the price remains horizontal because it cannot pass the peak levels and lower levels. We see that it forms a region. As you can see, in the place we now call the consolidation zone, the price reaches peak levels at almost equal heights, while some peak levels are formed slightly higher than the previous ones. This is the situation where the market maker collects the stop orders at the previous peak levels and drags the price back into the consolidation zone, and these are the moves he made to liquidate the small investors here. Also, the indicator you see at the bottom of the chart is the TDI indicator. We will talk about the settings of this indicator in a moment. For now, it is enough to see it this way. By the way, we can see that there is a negative mismatch between the TDI indicator and the price due to the slightly high levels of the price. Although we do not need any indicator to find the incompatibilities, I added the TDI indicator to the chart to help us in these examples. We can use some indicators to find the mismatch between the price and the indicator by using indicators at our education levels. And as a result of the negative divergence of the price, after a while the price fluctuating in the tight range crosses the lower line of the resistance zone downwards, creating the beginning of a falling trend dominated by sellers. After our example that we have simply seen on the drawing, let's now see how this study develops in the direction of falling trend and rising trend on the chart and learn how sellers and buyers use the consolidation zone in the market. In this example on the chart, we see a horizontal market trend at the top as a result of a rising trend. The price stuck in this region fluctuates in a narrow range, up and down, just like in our line example at the beginning of our video. However, it cannot pass neither the upper nor the lower part. We see that this is the region where the price is consolidated and buyers and sellers look out for each other. Let's mark the area where the price is stuck with its upper and lower levels, so that it will be easier for us to work on the chart. And now I ask you to pay attention to the TDI indicator. As you can see, while the price is making horizontal and equal peaks above, the top levels of the TDI indicator are falling downwards, thus creating a negative mismatch between the price and the indicator, which signals us that a falling trend will begin after a while. After advancing the price flow a little, we can see that the lower line of the consolidation zone has been violated with a large downward black candlestick. At this point, we can see that the signal given by the TDI indicator, which previously gave us the signal that the decline will begin, has come true. Of course, traders who are considering taking high risks in such situations, they can enter a short position transaction directly after the breakout, but for traders who want to enter a cautious transaction, we need to continue the price flow. In case of entering a transaction, the stop-loss level of the transaction must be above the consolidation zone. We can see that a new low level has formed below the resistance zone, which has been broken downwards in a large volume. We can say that this low level is an important level for traders who want to trade cautiously and always shape their strategy in this way. And we see that the new low level formed under the broken consolidation zone has been passed downwards. At the same time, since the broken intermediate zone in such a falling trend is called break of structure, I wrote it briefly on our chart as boss. This breakout now draws our attention as an important entry level for cautious traders. In case this level is missed, it is possible to find out by analyzing whether there will be an entry opportunity at lower levels. However, this seems to be the most effective level for the current cautious entry. At this point, the stop-loss level of the transaction we will open should be the upper part of the consolidation zone that has formed above. Our target level is to place it slightly above a previously dominant lower level. So why would we use a clear low that occurred earlier? We put it slightly above the level because our friends always meticulously control the constructive stop zones in the market and destroy the stop orders there by attacking the stop-loss orders in time. It also controls the top and bottom levels for small investors to target. Therefore, our target should be a clear level above the previous low. The lower level we set may not come as a pinpoint shot, and the market maker may return the price before it reaches exactly this lower level. Now let's quickly see how our process develops. Friends, now let's analyze and work on the same strategy and how we can enter a long position in the upward direction, that is, in the direction of the rising trend. As you can see in our new example, after a falling trend, we see that the price fluctuates up and down in a horizontal course and cannot break the tops or bottom levels and start a new trend. After marking the lower and upper parts of the consolidation zone with a parallel line, I would now like to draw your attention to the mismatch between the indicator and the price. As you can see here, the price fluctuates in a narrow band. In addition, the price makes a new low every time before getting stuck in the narrow band range, but the TDI indicator turns its direction upward by making rising lows after the decline. Thus, a positive mismatch occurs between the price and the indicator. We can perceive this as a preliminary sign of a new rising trend. And after advancing the price by 3 candlesticks, we see that the consolidation upper line we drew was violated by an upward bullish candlestick and closed. Bullish candlestick that closes and violates the zone upwards will be suitable for aggressive traders as an entry point, but again, some time is needed for cautious traders waiting for configuration. Yes, after the price flow progressed a little, the image started to become suitable for cautious traders. After seeing a small withdrawal movement, we draw an intermediate resistance line at the peak level for configuration purposes, and if this line is broken upwards, there will be an opportunity to enter for traders waiting for configuration. Of course, it would be logical to place our stop-loss order at the bottom of the consolidation zone, and a target point that we will determine is very important. When we examine some historical part of the price, we can see that the downward trend is falling rapidly downwards with a large fair value gap. These regions, which I explained as the fair value gap in our previous training videos, are very important points that traders will prefer, both as the target region or as the transaction entry level. We set the fair gap level we see here as our target for our current transaction. Here we can see how our process turned out. A successful analysis can be created by combining many criteria. After all the criteria in our process were met, we determined our entry point correctly and reached our target point. Friends, let's end this video here by displaying the settings of the TDI indicator. Please subscribe to the channel. If you have questions, you can write in the comments section. Don't forget to comment and press the like button. Goodbye. See you again soon.